Good morning, Sam. It is Monday, June 6th, 2021, 2022. Thank you for calling me out last week. I mean, actually, seriously, that was awesome. I've been sitting on that podcast forever, and I really just needed that catalyst to upload it. So now that podcast is out. It's on my YouTube channel. I'm going to link it below. It's my second podcast that I'm releasing, and it's a wonderful conversation with Sarah. I highly suggest that people go check it out and listen to it. She had a lot of awesome things to say. I am still in the midst of the chaos, though things have quieted down a bit. People are slowly starting to move in. We have almost everyone in the houses, getting things lined up, paperwork, bank accounts, all of the things that need to be put in place. Like, managing this many people just comes with its own challenges. I think that having people that need to rely on you, that you're sort of their point of contact to figuring out a lot of stuff, it makes it hard. And especially if you are a friend of these people. And so, like, where does your job end as, the property manager, and where does your job start as their friend? You also can sort of get in your own head about a lot of it. And emotions can run high, and especially when you're living with people, there can seem to be not a lot of escape. And I've been thinking about a lot in the last week this sort of quote that I read a couple of months ago. And with a quote, when I read it, I realized I couldn't be mad at people anymore, which was a bizarre experience to have. And the quote was simply that whatever someone is doing in a moment, they believe that that is the best thing to do. And I read it and I thought about it and I was like, oh, wait, that's actually right. That's correct. If I'm doing something, me in the moment making the decision believes that is the thing to do. If I didn't believe it was the thing to do, I wouldn't be making the decision. By definition, you're always doing what you believe is the correct thing to do. You might think back and you go, wait, hold on a second, that's not right, because oftentimes I do things that I don't agree with, things I don't like. Yes, but in the moment, the thing that you're doing is the thing you want to be doing. In any moment, in any interaction that you have, in any decision that you make, you believe that you're doing the correct thing. You believe that you're doing the right thing. And your justification might be off, and your logic might be off, and your thinking might be skewed. But you always believe that you're doing the right thing. So in these points of tension, where things are just a little bit rough, where you can just feel a little bit of the grittiness starting to happen between people, where you can feel a little bit of tension starting to emerge, I'm finding it important that in myself to exercise as much compassion as possible. To really try to give people as much compassion as I possibly can. And that perspective of seeing what everybody's doing as them believing that they're doing the right thing is a pretty wide arm of compassion to extend. And it's pretty effective, or at least it's been pretty effective for me. When I really think about that, when I spend a little bit of time and I go, wait a second, okay, no, that actually is what I believe. And when I look at people and I look at the decisions they're making, instead of getting angry and instead of getting upset and instead of getting frustrated, my heart, I'm sorry that you believe that was the right thing to do. Let's figure this out. What's going on here? What's happening? Because it is tough and things aren't going to work out and people are going to have fights and I'm going to disagree with certain things that people do and I'm going to get angry about things. And it's okay to be angry. But when I am able to adopt the perspective of everyone is doing what they believe is the best thing to do when they make a decision, it definitely brings down the anger a little bit. It definitely brings up the compassion, and it definitely just makes me feel a little less out of control, a little less upset, a little more just willing to go, okay, let's figure this out. Schmackers, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And Sam, I'll see you on Thursday.